Hello there and welcome to Vids, the all-new video review show that runs its nasty fingers through the raw, uncooked and downright demented films that rarely make it onto the screen of your local multiplex, but instead languish on the straight-to-video shelves in scuzzy, sleazy shops like this.
Well, I'm Steph, this here is Nigel, and we've been sentenced to work here 14 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year for 70 years and 10.
About the duration of your average Kevin Costner movie. Channel 4, in their peerless wisdom, knew that Steph and myself had spent more time strapped to a couch watching dodgy videos than anybody else in the known universe. So it's up to us to sift through everything that comes out on video and bring you the very best that's released next week. Each week, we'll bring you the very best and the very worst in the extreme and the anarchic that hits the video market. The kind of lo-fi, low-budget stuff that would have your average blockbuster member of staff cowering and shivering naked in the corner, running away from like a frightened child. But hey, enough of my personal peccadillos. Keep your exponentially enlarged, repetitively stressed index finger off that remote control for the next half an hour and join us on Vids.
Starting off with a bang, just to show you where we're coming from, we have General Chaos. It's without a doubt the best thing out at the moment. It's the greatest compilation of sick, demented, twisted animation I have seen in a long time. Featuring a man dipping his wick into a corpse, somebody drugging a parrot, it is completely hardcore. And running throughout, it's got the master of surreal animation, Bill Plimpton. Nigel.
So, if you thought cartoons were for kids, believe me, they aren't. They're twisted, they're strange, they're unusual. And they've got erections.
Polly, want a cracker? Pretty bird. Yeah, you're a pretty bird, huh? Come on, Polly. All you gotta do is say it. Just say it. Come on. Polly, want a cracker? Come on, pretty bird. Yeah.
Yo, man, I don't know what your fucking bag is, man, but just give me a fucking cracker, man! Fucking Jonesing, man!
What are you, some kind of a wise ass or something? Hey, you want a fucking cracker? Yeah, here you go. Here's a nice salty one for you, baby.
I'm almost ready to go. Oh, there's the sitter. Come on in, it's open. Hi. I'm not gonna be too late. Elmo's been really good. Oh, that's Uncle Gustavo. Gotta go. Bye.
Shut the fuck up! Hasta la vista, baby! That ought to keep you quiet.
That first clip was from Junkie, directed by Tony Natoli, who's better known as a character actor and has appeared in The Wonder Years, NYPD Blue and LA Law. The second clip, from Sitting Pretty, was directed by Rod Philbrandt and Mike Grimshaw, who started working together on MTV's The Brothers Grunt and Beavis and Butthead. They also directed this.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to pay tribute to a faithful wife and devoted mother who, even in death,
That's the finest set of tits I've ever seen. Look at these suckers, they're fucking huge.
and firm,
They're downright stiff. Where do you think you're going, Hurstbait?
You're a vile and disgusting man.
I really wish we had more time to show you the rest of that particular clip from General Chaos, where the guy gets fellatio from the grandmother and then gets the bright idea to yank out the corpse's teeth for some necrophiliac defilement. Good, honest, animated fun for all the family, don't you think? If your family happens to be bitter, twisted, perverted, necrophiliac parrot buggerers like mine. To catch a killer. Brian Dennehy. Thank God it's Friday. One down, two to go. Exciting adventure.
Nige.
Ooh, The Big Lebowski. Another slice of weirdness from the Coen brothers. We like this, don't we, Steph? This is great. Black comedy at its finest, out Monday.
Jeff Bridges stars as a dude, based on a real guy that the Coen brothers knew. I bet he enjoyed getting into the research for this particular scene, and check out the music. It's Kenny Rogers and his little-known psychedelic phase.
I'm one painted April fool in big black letters on a dead-end sign. I had my foot on the gas as I left the road and blew out my mind. 8 miles out of Memphis and I got nowhere. 8 miles straight up downtown somewhere. I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in. I said I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah.
The Big Lebowski is a fucking fantastic film. It's one of those ones that's kind of too complicated to go too deep into, but it's about mistaken identity, kidnapping, bowling, and a piss-stained rug. But for me, the absolute standout, and if you check it out, you'll know for yourself, is John Turturro. He plays an Hispanic, pimp-esque, purple-clad bowler called Jesus Quintana. It's out on Polygram. Hire it.
Por el camino del desierto, el viento me despeina.
What's this hold on your Steph?
I don't know.
Got just the thing for you. The Bad Lieutenant. You like that?
Thank you.
In every age, great warriors are born. Tekken, the motion picture, is the story of a young lad whose father decides to test his strength and masculinity by throwing him off a massive cliff to see if he's man enough to climb back out. He does just that and vows to exact revenge on his mad, bad, silly dad.
Based on the video game you all know and love, it's basically just a rip-off of Enter the Dragon.
The world's greatest bruisers gather together on an island to find out who's the hardest bastard in the world.
Decent animation, bit too short. Tekken the motion picture, Tekken the piss. Jerry Springer Uncensored, out to buy next week on retail. It's everything you expect from Jerry Springer, but worse. It's the usual white trailer trash, poor type people making complete and utter arses of themselves in front of millions of people, but...
Well, what I like about it more than anything else is the colourful bad language, and it's not bleeped out because I think that's America's greatest export, good swear words.
Why are you sleeping with Angela if you like Randy?
Pussy's better than hers, that's why.
What happened?
What?
I said because the pussy is better. You fucking nasty bitch! You or did you fucking burnt me? You fucking burnt me, you fucking liar! I will fuck you up, Angela. You wanna fuck me up?
Let go, girl. Let go, girl. Let go.
You stupid.
And what I liked as well was that the fight start and the actual bouncers don't come on and stop the fight until at least 3 punches have been thrown and some hair's been pulled out. And then the bouncers cop a quick feel as well. America, the greatest nation on earth, or a bunch of sad inadequates? The second option, I think, after watching this thing. And without the adverts, it becomes a bit much, all the punching, kicking, gouging and swearing. But the one thing I do say about the Americans is they've got no R in the word arse. Their arse is A-double-S, it's all nice and smooth and feminine. But our arse is all hairy and big and fat and ugly, because it's got that R in it.
You was right. National TV knows you was right, so drop it. Move on. Move on. I mean, I know you was right.
Don't listen.
No,
I tell her to lose weight too, but she still don't listen.
Yeah, you told me to lose weight, but you know what? I'm not losing weight for you.
The other thing Americans do, which we can't do, we just
Very
can't do
true.
it. We haven't got the genetic disposition. Is they can do this thing with their neck, and they can point like that and say, "You stupid big man, want me to slap you down?"
She has been unfaithful, and she has been having an affair. And now let's meet the fellow you've been having an affair with. Let's bring him out.
Come back in part 2 and find out what this guy's problem is.
This just isn't simply a nipple. This is a kit. We make a kit, make a mold off of your beautiful nipple right there. We cast it in silver. We cast it in gold.
You turn this toy off, and you just give it a little bit of a bend. It will go as wide as you want it to.
Hello there, fellow freaks, and welcome back to part 2 of Vids. That was a brief, tasteful glimpse from the best of Hollywood sex. Basically, people paying for chastisement with zips, clips, whips, and chains. Would you like to see some more gratuitous pain-mongering? Here you are, then.
I'll be sporting a very traditional tattoo on the shaft of his penis here. Quite popular in, 40s, 50s? A fly. We like it, and we're going to turn it into 3D by putting a 1/4-inch steel love bead behind it. And now, where all the finesse comes in. Okay, we've got a good connection. Now we're going to implant the bead itself.
That was a chap having a ball bearing inserted under the skin of his little captain. Now, personally, I'd rather keep my old boy smooth and aerodynamic for obvious reasons, thank you very much. The best of Hollywood sex is a veritable orgy of the strange and bizarre that only Americans can get up to. Or is it? Well, no, it isn't, because here's British Sex Uncut. And can you believe it? It's even smuttier than the American version, with people having every orifice stuffed from every angle.
I want to be a porn star because I love sex. Oh, please. I love money. And I love travel.
Look me deeper. Number one, don't shave. At this moment in time, hairy is in, it's the fashion.
I usually have it curly.
This is what will earn money. Boobs earn money, believe it, I know. I know somebody would shoot you straight away, my other half. Take care, bye.
Yes, I got my very first part in my first porn movie.
I'm feeling a little bit nervous, but I'm excited. I'm excited about conquering Kirsten's Oma. I think it's the fact that Oma's got an absolute huge dick, and I don't know if I can take it.
My dick is 11 and a half, 12 and a half as Kirsten thinks.
I'm black guy, so I'm all right. But not as big as that.
I'm sitting here putting makeup on the face of a woman who's just about to shag my fiancé, you know. For me, it's like cooking eggs and bacon, really.
It's gonna make me look like a dog. It's not like proper sex.
We've all got to clear out for a minute because Omar's about to do the cum shot and he needs to get a hard on and the pressure's on.
And this is one thing that really annoys me, is that women get more than men. And all they do is lie them.
That's a load of bollocks and kibosh. He's never, ever in his life ever done anal, so he wouldn't know quite what it's like. I'm sure thousands of women would agree with me.
I was a bit nervous at first, but I thoroughly enjoyed it towards the end.
It's been a good day. It's been a long day. I'm shattered, and I'm off home to watch football at Liverpool. I went to.
The best of Hollywood sex and British Sex Uncut from the Sky series, available to buy now. This box is stuck together. Steph, what have you been doing here? Next up, White Label. Norman, you're the extreme sports expert of Scotland, the laureate of extreme sports. What did you make of this little beauty?
I really liked it, actually. I thought it was quite good. I mean, it was quite fast, and there was lots of good action, lots of snow stuff. Good street stuff. You actually see where both things are totally different, but so much the same.
You work at a club, didn't you? And actually sometimes you screen these on the big screen. It must be really impressive to see them almost full size.
Yeah, well, when people have had 10 beers too many, do you know, and they can't be bothered talking to their mates, or they're falling out with their girlfriend, it's quite good just to sit there glued to some really good action. I mean, I've done a little bit, but I mean, these guys are really pushing the envelope. Wicked.
Now out to buy the classic 1972 surf movie, Morning of the Earth. Norm, what do you think of this one then?
It was like a bad trip in Woodstock on water.
It was the morning of the earth.
Great surf footage, but after the first 10, 15 minutes,
I like, you know, the sort of little menu or legend at the back, and it says violence none, sex, nudity none, language none, theme, surfboarding, hippie lifestyle.
I don't think I had anything else other than surfing. Don't watch unless you've taken at least 50 mushrooms.
Also out is Skinned. Now, Norman, this is the other end after coming off the back of Morning of the Earth. This is competitive stuff, isn't it? This is almost like modern stuff, you know what I mean?
Great surfing in there. Absolutely wicked. Absolutely brilliant. You know, the guys are getting into like really big waves, and each one seems to be better than the next guy. get into it. That's where the money is.
And the ultimate piece de resistance of extreme video is physical graffiti. Now, Norman, there's a lot to say about this one, isn't there?
Oh, it certainly is. That's best of the bunch by a mile. Do you know, I mean, the action in this film is not for the faint-hearted.
A lot of skateboarders are super original people as well, and they're into like their own ideas and their own whatnot, and one way of displaying your ideas is through tattoos.
Do you think that, like, we've had skateboarding, snowboarding, airboarding, all the rest of it, do you think these guys who just finally said, bollocks to all that, let's just cut ourselves?
Well, do you know, it's kind of bizarre. I think they're almost like trying to say, like, we do this for, like, our living, do you know, and in our time off, we're going to, like, hang ourselves from our porch.
Standard steel, just highly polished, so it's burr-free and it's really smooth. I have to skin up, but of course in the back. Run the needles through, and as we got the skin out, just guide it through. Just, slip on in. It's pretty indescribable. Like molten metal, maybe.
Most of these programs that you see, or films that you see all the good stuff, you know, like all the fast action and, you know, the neat tricks that, you know, like come off beautifully. But this actually shows you what happens when, you know, you don't land back on your board. Don't play with meat hooks.
I've sussed this, Steph. Magazine, whole magazine, sorted.
So it is.
Steph, how long are you going to stay saddled to the big white throne? For goodness sake, get a move on.
Oh, we're a wee while yet, man. I'm passing icebergs. It's freezing in here.
Oh, please hurry up, mate. I'm bursting for a waz. Anyway, on with the movie reviews, and also to rent next Monday is Kiss or Kill, an Antipodean road movie with our two protagonist lovers, seen here, look at the way he's cupping her neck strangely. They're on the run from the police and a strange paedophilic pervert as well. But it's the two cops who've got the best dialogue. They came up with the most absurdist nonsense you've ever heard, kept me compelled and riveted to the screen, it did. But the most strange thing about this film is, there's no music.
Did you give him? 2. You gave him 2 tablets. 2 tablets. You just stop mucking around with that. We've got to think about this, all right? Okay. Nick, do you know anyone in Perth?
No.
Stop mucking around with it. The guy's dead. Show a bit of respect, man. Jeez. Okay, we'll leave first thing tomorrow. Take us 2-3 days max. What do you reckon? Just leave the bloody thing, will you? We've got to work this out, Nick. What are you doing? What the hell are you doing? Are you crazy? Here, give it to me.
No.
Give it to me.
I just...
You got it?
From the film's opening scene of the young girl watching her mum being torched alive, which completely blew me away, Kiss or Kill is a slick thriller which takes you on a journey across Australia and manages to show you those parts that the crappy soap operas just can't reach.
End of the line, fellas. Commonwealth property. You need permission to get through here?
You followed me through here.
How long ago?
About 3-4 hours ago, I reckon.
Who's got the key to this? The feds. Won't raise them now, though. It'll be tomorrow before you get it. Tomorrow? Yeah.
Hey, get out of the way.
You've got to be joking. Put it away, will you?
There's a familiar face or two in this film, with Matt Day, who turned up in Muriel's wedding, and see if you can't spot the goose from the original Mad Max film. And with his crazy rapid-fire jump-cut editing, it manages to keep the pace throughout. Nigel, is that you?
Kiss or kill, ram it in your VCR.
Get out of the car, mate! Out!
Well, that's it for this week, but hang on a second, it's competition time.
You could win these lovely hermetically sealed South Park packs 1 to 6.
If you can tell us the common link between South Park and Cannibal the Musical.
Answers by fax only, and we'll pick the lovely winner from a big sack.
And the fax number is 0141 353 666. Oh.
Hello, Vids. Yeah, fucking right, I got a massive cock. Well, it's not actually that big, but the circumference is what actually gets me. It's huge. I think so, yeah. No way. No way. No way.
Who was that?
My mother. Hello and welcome to Vids, the high-strung, low-brow video review show that rubs its critical scent glands over next week's videotape releases and lactates Fanta male pheromone breast milk in the general direction of the straight-to-video shelves. Steph?
This week we've got luscious vamps, coating tramps, monks with sore arms, low-budget charms, the usual quota of gratuitous T&A, and it's all lightly garnished with bug turds. Wishmaster, out to rent on Monday. Nigel.
1,000 years ago, a magician imprisons a jinn or evil genie inside a rare, precious gemstone in order to save the earth from the demons the evil genie will unleash on mankind on the fulfillment of 3 wishes.
Now, hold on a minute. Forget what our culture is made of the jinn. Forget Barbara Eden, forget Robin Williams. To the peoples of ancient Arabia, it was the face of fear itself.
Fast forward to modern-day America, the gemstone arrives and falls under the lap of Alex Amberson, who inadvertently buffs the stone and unleashes the evil genie, which terrorizes her and grants 3 wishes to people in return for their immortal souls.
I've got a pawn shop down in the garment district. This came in this morning. Didn't I like it appraised?
I think there may be something wrong with it.
I wish I had 3 wishes. The wishes the genie grants are always twisted and never give people what they truly want.
Something's going on. Something bad.
Wishmaster is being sold on the name of a Nightmare on Elm Street and Scream creator, Wes Craven, although he is only the executive producer. It was actually directed by Robert Kurtzman, who is 1/3 of the KNB effects team, whose work you've probably seen recently in Men in Black and From Dusk Till Dawn. So not surprisingly, they do go to town with some pretty great, gory prosthetic effects. As with horror films these days, there are plenty of in-jokes and references to other films in the genre. In this case, there are 3 nice little cameos from modern horror stars Robert Englund, Kane Hodder and Tony Todd. There's also a really nice little reference to The Exorcist, so don't blink or you're going to miss it.
Well, for me, Wishmaster was a case of being there, seen that, read the book and wrote the script. And the supposedly scary monster was the usual big-jawed prosthetic thing that you've seen before in Legend and the Seventh Voyage of Sinbad. Only when the monster takes on human form does the truly terrible overacting really begin. It's big-budget bollocks shot in a blue-lighted film lot. Wishmaster, you'd have a better laugh or a Stairmaster. The only thing I can say is, I wish I'd never seen it. Clean enough.
Next up, Demagogue.
Unlike the we've got a big budget and we're going to blow it excesses of Wishmaster, Demagogue, on the other hand, seems to have been made with no budget whatsoever. Hey, but it's full of fun. It's got misfits, aliens, monsters, the SAS, and a psychotic gardener. Filmed on a shoestring, it's a triumph of over-ambition in a filmic morass of mind-numbing stereotypes.
Don't know, and I don't care.
I'm the only one who does a thorough job around here. Everyone else seems to think it's enough just cleaning.
Stay calm and give me the cash. Try it again.
On his first job as a private detective, Jason Basin is on the trail of a kidnapped teenager when he's drawn into the surreal world of cosmetic couplings, a rather bizarre dating agency, which is also a front for a genetics lab that's creating a mutant baby to contact aliens.
I finished the tests on this one. Initially, I was optimistic. I'm afraid it's complete rubbish.
I had high hopes. Maybe our last chance.
If Belladonna finds out he's no good, she'll probably have them all killed.
OK, so some of the acting is decidedly dodge, but you have to applaud the director's attempt at making a sprawling SS experiment of a film worthy of David Lynch. Death by garden implements never seemed such fun.
I stayed for it, Parky.
What?
Oh, it's cold, but it's not raining. Swings and roundabouts this time of year, eh? Hey, that's... I get it. You can't fool me. You can't pull the wool over my eyes. Where's the camera? Where's the guy with the microphone, huh?
What the fuck you do that for? Two wrongs never make a right.
This is low-budget filmmaking at its best. It's shot on digital and it looks great. You don't need Bertolucci's budget when you've got a wickedly sick imagination. Demagogue, it's out to buy now on Screen Edge.
Is this some kind of a joke? Then laugh on this, kiddo.
See, you can make something out of nothing.
Gang-related. James Belushi and Tupac Shakur play a couple of bent cops who sell drugs to pushers and then kill off the pushers to keep selling the same drugs until they inadvertently waste an undercover cop.
And with the DEA breathing down their necks, they decide to set up a local alcoholic tramp who was completely underplayed by Dennis Quaid for the murder.
While in jail, he dries out and recollects his past life as a top surgeon and had the tragic loss of his family, which precipitated his memory loss and decline into alcoholism.
Somewhat unbelievable, or what?
Now look, there's no fucking reason to panic. No fucking reason to panic. Did you say no fucking reason to panic? Hey, stop being an idiot, all right? We're the cops on this case. This is our case. We're gonna find the fucking killer. We are the fucking killers. Since when does that matter?
And with Tupac continually saying throughout the whole film, what have we done, man? We've killed one of the good guys. And you're thinking, for God's sake, get over it. You kill people every day. You're an American cop, for God's sake.
All they want is someone to go down for the crime, right? Do we care who goes down for the crime? Fuck no. As long as someone goes down for the crime. It's a slot that's got to be filled.
Slot to be filled. Frank, we killed a fucking cop. That doesn't bother you?
Of course it bothers me. What the hell you want me to do? Turn myself in? Well, I'm not going to do that. Look, this is a risk we take every goddamn day. Somebody might pop us. Especially undercover like that. So somebody got popped. He got popped. It happens.
And for some bizarre reason, they tend to discuss all things that are going wrong and what they're doing in broad daylight, in the police station, very loudly, and nobody hears them.
You just look at them, and then you look at the man, the second from the left, and you say, it's him.
And I ask you if for sure.
You say, absolutely, no question.
And this is all I have to do.
We got a confession on him. You ID him, he's going straight to the king.
Okay, but this is it. I'm not doing anything more than this.
It's a done deal. You could complain? Come on.
On a somber note, this was Tupac's last film before he was tragically gunned down in a drive-by shooting. The suspect himself being Big Daddy, Shirley Crabtree, who was later to die under circumstances.
My gun.
It's funny. Got your fingerprints on it.
Fuck, I never seen that gun. Get the fuck down!
Where were you Friday night?
Fuck you. I want to talk to a lawyer.
Now, for a film that's supposed to be dark, fast-paced and edgy, there wasn't nearly enough violence, guns and bloodshed for me. In fact, the whole thing was completely deadly dull. And Belushi's moronic mantra, never lose your sense of humour, falls on deaf ears in a film completely bereft of any jokes.
You look much better.
Jail has been good for me.
Excuse me, you left this on the bar.
Oh, thank you. Gang-related? Arse-related, more like. This is our Stinker of the Week, available to rent from next Monday. After Backdraft, which was pretty ropey, comes Smoke Jumpers, Steph. You smoke jumpers? I've smoked some things, but never a jumper.
Join us in part 2 for a bit of this.